Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Cohen. Today I'm going to talk about how to get SAT vocab questions right when you have no idea what the word means. Okay, the first thing is you don't want to panic. When you see a word you don't know, stick with it. Don't jump to the next question. And if you stick with it, you can often figure out the meaning even though you have no idea what it means. Here's how to do that. The first thing to do is to look for any prefixes, roots, or suffixes in the word that you recognize. These are just parts of the word that are really common. They show up in a lot of words, and they have key meanings that recur over time. So look at the word beneficent, for example. Beneficent starts with bene, right? The prefix bene, which means good. And beneficent means doing good. So you want to look for any of these. There's a lot of good lists in SAT prep books and online that you can find to learn more prefixes, roots, and suffixes, but you're already going to know a lot because they come up all the time in words, so you'll be able to recognize what they mean. Okay, here's the next step, which is kind of the most fun step. You take the word and you say, does this word sound like any other words that I know? Or are there any parts of this word, right, that sound like any other words that I know? Okay, is there anything familiar about this word? Those other words can be words in English or in a foreign language, as long as the foreign language is kind of related to English. So Latin, Spanish, French, German, all those count, okay? So the best way to do this, I'm going to show you some examples of how this works. And then you should practice this yourself when you're working on practice tests. Okay, first, dispassionate. Okay, what does this sound like? Well, we have passionate in there, right? We have dis. Dis means not. Think of words where you've seen dis, like dislike, to not like. Okay, so not passionate. And that's just about what this word means. It means not passionate, not emotional, not influenced by emotions, not making decisions because of emotions or passions. Next word, respite. Okay, what does respite mean? What does this sound like? Well, what about respiration? Okay, taking a breath, breathing. Well, respite means like a brief break or pause. You can rest, which is what you do when you take a breath. So again, you might not get the exact meaning of the word, but you get a meaning close enough that it can help you solve the question. Okay, next, dominion. All right, dominion sounds a lot like dominate, dominates in there. Dominion is very similar to dominate, right? Dominion is having power or control over a territory, right? That's what happens when you dominate something. Almost the same thing. Derivative, right? What's in derivative? Derive. And derivative just means something that's derived from something else. Okay? Credence. Credence is a lot like credible. You hear in the news a lot, is it a credible source? Is it a credible threat? Is it believable? Credible means, believable. Should we take it seriously? Credence, very similar, means belief, having belief in something. Okay? And avuncular, right? Weird, unusual word. But if you stick with it, you'll see in the center, you kind of have uncle, avuncular, uncle, right in the middle of the word. That's exactly what this word means. It means like an uncle. It can also mean kind, like an uncle. I guess uncles are, typically kind. If you found this video helpful, you can subscribe to our channel for more videos like it.